Hey there, creepy peeps, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about The Exorcist 3. So The Exorcist 3 was requested of me by one of my patrons, Kevin. Thank you, Kevin, for your request. I haven't seen any Exorcist sequels. I asked Kevin just to make sure. Apparently I did not need to watch the second one before I watched the third one, so I didn't watch the second one. So let's get into this review. Directed by William Peter Blatty, The Exorcist 3 is set 15 years after the events of the original film and follows Lieutenant William Kinderman, who is investigating a series of murders that are seemingly committed by the infamous and deceased Gemini killer. So I had a couple of problems with this movie. The biggest one, actually pretty much like the only problem, but it just takes up the entire movie, is the talking. There is so much talking, so much dialogue, so much being said between Kinderman and Father Dyer and the Gemini killer, just talking and talking and talking. And action-wise, it felt like not a whole lot was happening. Like, it felt very reactionary. I'll get to it a little bit later, but there you don't actually see any like killings happening, which there's nothing like really ever wrong with that. There's just too much talking. Like, the scales were not balanced. Don't get me wrong though, the performances were really good. Oh my god, especially Brad Dourif, who is playing the Gemini killer. His performance was like the only thing that could get me through his monologues, because he had like, it was like they were like freaking Shakespearean soliloquies, these things. Like, he was just going off. Great performance. He just talked for so long. Because of all the talking, I did not find this movie nearly as scary as the first one. There's quite a bit of talking in that one too, but I feel like it's balanced out by a lot of like possession and exorcism action, you know? There is one exception though. There was one scene, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna spoil it a little bit, but it really did scare the pants off of me. It was like the only scene that happened to do this in this movie. It's when the nurse is killed. Just because the scene was done so well, like the camera is just staying at the end of the hallway for the longest time, to the point where you can't take it anymore. And then right when the nurse is attacked, like the camera just like zooms in so violently, and that was really well done. But then we get into like Pazuzu's, the demon's motive, which of course is revealed. I would have been so mad if it wasn't revealed in all that dialogue. What I basically got out of it was that Pazuzu was pissed because his attempts to just fully possess Reagan were thwarted, and so he brought back the Gemini killer into Damien Karras's body so he could get revenge on all the people that had anything to do with that exorcism. It just seems a bit high school to me, right? like, I don't know if I missed something, but it just, like, the motive seemed off. Like, why not just go possess some other poor child in some other part of the world away from these people that thwarted your last possession, you know? Like, and I felt like everything was just thrown in at the end. Like I said, we don't really see any killings going on, which there's nothing really wrong with that, because, you know, the idea of the killing, and we get to see the aftermath, so like putting your imagination how that how that kill happened is scary enough. But then we also don't see any real good like exorcism or possession moments really until the very end, and that's handled like so fast. Like, again, I just like, I mean, I couldn't help comparing it to the first one, where I feel like the exorcism is a huge chunk of that movie, and there's so many great elements to that exorcism in the movie, and this one was just so fast. It was just like done, like so fast. Clearly I missed something. I don't know, I must have, because everyone else seems to really like this movie. So I ask for some enlightenment in the comments, please. Like, I did look up the summary of this Exorcist 2 after I saw this movie, because I thought maybe I was missing something, but it didn't seem like I was. It seemed like Kevin was right. Like, I didn't need to watch the second one to watch the third one, but somebody let me know. For some reason though, I just was not a fan of this. I'll give it a 2.5 out of 5. On IMDb, though, it has a 6.3 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 56% critic score out of 39 reviews and a 54% audience score out of over 34,000 reviews. On Letterboxd, it has a 3.4 out of 5. In terms of like you guys that I actually follow on Letterboxd, lots of 3s, lots of 3.5s, lots of 4s, except for myself, CP, Felix, and Matt, who didn't think it was that great. Yeah, this movie is available almost anywhere. It's on Amazon Video, on Vudu, and I happen to watch it on Tubi TV for free. So if you have seen The Exorcist 3, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about it. And again, let me know if I was missing something maybe in the comments. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here and become a Creepy Peep today. I post videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You can ring that notification bell down there to be notified every time I post a video, even though it doesn't work. I don't know. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay strange. Bye.
This video is brought to you by all these lovely creepy patron peeps that you see listed on the left-hand side of the screen. If you want to find out the perks to being a creepy patron peep, you can follow that link that is in the description of this video. No pressure, but it's there if you want to check it out. Thanks for watching. Bye!